Looking at the numbers, looks like everyone would get through it, mate.
I think we've still got a couple more on the way in, but yes. I've got one more driver. We had a couple of drivers who registered for Super 2 that Alan was for, so they've asked to switch back just to try out for this series.
Yeah, cool.
So there's no foul in that. Okay, alright.
Best of luck, everyone.
Yeah. Welcome everyone. So everyone knows the drill. In 10 minutes time we're going to go to a private qualifying session which is 20 minutes long. You are free to just set the fastest lap that you can without cutting the track. It's pretty difficult to cut the track here and do a good lap at the same time. But enjoy yourselves. You can escape out whenever you need to. At the end of the 20 minutes, we're not going to make any real announcements as to who passes or doesn't. We will be doing a full review of all the laps. So give us about an hour after the session just to confirm everyone's lap times and where everyone is positioned. So you just keep an eye out on our Facebook page and on our Discord for the final results. But you'll see the results in the game. There's also 3 other drivers who set their time on Thursday to include, that we need to include in this list. So just to let you know.
Sounds good. Okay, Chris.
So can I assume then, if you've got 3 that are already qualified and there's 12 here tonight, that's the 15?
Correct. That means everyone would get through.
Right.
Yep. So if any more turn up in the next 10 minutes, hang on, I'm just doing a quick count. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I got 13. I got 13 in the list.
So we've got 1 who will drop out now, and any more turn up in the next 10 minutes. That obviously changes the dynamic even more. So.
Yeah.
But we wish everyone the best of luck, and hope that everyone has an enjoyable 20 minutes. Tasmania is a tricky track, there's no question about it, and yeah, we hope you all enjoy yourselves.
Thank you.
Hey Chris, I'm just
Yes, mate.
putting a post up on the Facebook page.
Oh,
Okay with that?
yeah, I was almost about to do the same. So
Oh,
if you
you
want
can.
to throw it,
Yep. I've already typed it out if you want me to do it. Otherwise,
yeah, just press. Well, just do it because I don't even have YouTube signed in on this computer, and it's just a mess.
Yep, all good. And if you want to move me to, if you need to move me to another channel to have a chat during it whilst it's going on, yeah, just do so.
Sure.
Otherwise, everyone, we normally keep qualifying quiet, so that no one's distracted. So please, yeah, try not to speak. And if you do need to speak, just give us a holler, and we'll move you to a different channel to, so we can talk privately.
Can we watch it back later on Facebook or on anyway?
Yeah, we've got a YouTube channel as well as Facebook. So for you, I will post it in the general discussion right now, the YouTube watch URL that's currently live, so you can go and have a look at that.
Yeah, sweet, thanks.
But it's just in the V8 general discussion channel.
All right, gotcha.
Hey Chris,
Yes, mate.
on the broadcast, the overlay, it's switched around a little bit before. I was just wondering whether we can keep it on the lap time, which is what it's currently on now, but before it was.
Hang on.
Yeah, it's staying there now.
Are you talking about the tower column or the box down the bottom?
Now the tower column.
Okay.
Whatever it's on now looks good.
I think at the moment it's on gap to leader.
Yeah, which is fine because it shows you the lead score, but flicked over before and you couldn't see the lead score. And then do you want to put us into a different channel? We can talk a little bit as it's
Sure.
going on for the
Absolutely.
broadcast. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Cool. hopefully you're all having a great day. We're currently doing the R-Factor, actually the Service Australia V8 Supercars Down Under Series qualifying for our second lot of 15 positions. We had 60 registrations, and unfortunately a lot of the tracks that we race on in the Australian Series don't have 60 spaces, which would be awesome if they did, but we could end up with problems going into hits, etc. as we go through the season. We're currently a minute and 20 seconds left on practice, and then we'll be going into a private qualification. We'll go for 20 minutes, and depending upon how many people we have turn up, 15 people will go through. We have 3 that have qualified on Thursday as they could not make it tonight. Which, from memory, was John Slow and Daniel Opposandio, something like that. I apologise, Dan, but we call Dan Oppo. Both good racers, both getting a lot of experience in different places and coming to join us this year, which is awesome. And you'll see a few of the guys have got the same liveries as they're going around. And as we go into quali, it will be a private qualification, which means that each of the cars on the track will not see the other cars and therefore not get slowed down by them. So it gives them a fair chance of putting their best foot forward and not being slowed down by anyone. You'll also notice on the track, this is one of the ones that we updated ourselves. We've got our own sponsors logos around the track, which we did last year for 2021. So talk a little bit about some of those sponsors as we do this. But we will just pause for a moment while it all kicks over and heads into quali. So this will be interesting as I am commentating off the back of the stream. Don't know whether this sound will be coming through a little bit delayed, but I can see at the moment Matter, who I expect will be definitely up there within that 15. Is just gone out on track and he's heading up into the back corners before he passes the start-finish line. Gotta love some of those camera views. As he went past, the camera was shaking. Very giving us good effect. But he's run off So Matter ran off at the hairpin, which is unfortunate. Looks like it's still on Matter as he's coming out. We've got Jensen Julius with a 53.2. Which I believe is Preseason. The name will need to be updated. One of the big things that we do within our league is we make sure that the names in R Factor are correct, so that when it shows up properly as Matter takes us around the hairpin. As he's coming back through, and we start to see some of the times hitting the board. So we've got Ebenezer. Yeah, see, the guys don't have their right names. I don't remember who Ebenezer is. In 87, we'll see when that comes up, but he's done a 49.685. With our mate Steve Dunn, he's dropped back into third. Matter's going around now. Again. He keeps hold of it this time. Oh, bit of a lock up there around the hairpin, but he managed to get it through. Green sector. So we use for these broadcasts, we use a little TV app, which basically looks at, it has some programming in it, some, I'll say AI, to what degree it actually has the AI. And Matter's got 3 green sectors. He's done a 50.496 and a 50.5. Yeah, it's got a TV thing in it, an automatic switch over that will flick between drivers as different things are happening. Not too sure why it's sticking on Matter at this point in time, but it is. So we'll keep with Matter. Matter is one of our international races. He, I believe, resides in Indonesia. He's raced with us last year, but unfortunately he dropped out at the end of the year, which meant that he didn't hit the number that we chose to bring people through from last year to this year. And one of the key things we're looking for is making sure we have a full field for all of our races this year. It's more fun racing against 30 people than it is against 15, 20, 25. And so we will keep those numbers up throughout the year. And we have our Super 2 league that we can bring people from. We can provide them wild cards to push them through to the current league as we switch around. And unfortunately, Ashley Cucci has gone off at the back. It's just an outlap though, so hopefully he'll get back on there and he'll hook it up. And that a good lap. So Mark Young is currently in first with that 49.585, and then we've got Kresner, and it's Billy Ebenezer. That's right, Billy. Billy's name doesn't have his surname in Discord. But whilst we do this, I'm going to try one of my little tricks. I'm pretty sure I can change his nickname. In Discord, so I can see, but that's all good. Now, as we're going around, we've got Gigi Isan. Hopefully that's how we say it. I apologise if it's not. Gigi is another one of our international drivers. Yeah, so Matter was from Jakarta, Indonesia. So I have that. Iggy is from Yogyakarta. Yogyakarta, yeah, Indonesia. He's currently in 5th. About a 50-second, or is he fishtails out of the hairpin? Too much. What do you call it? Too much acceleration. Ashley's got into the top 10. He's currently 8. Zal has taken 8. So with 13 drivers, fortunately, only one of those, I believe, based upon the times from the other night, may drop out, but we have 16 drivers currently vying for the 15 spots, so we'll see how we go. Currently with 30. 30 is in the Hayden Garage 53 car. Oh, a bit loose. And he did a 52.07. Oops. Oops. Tied up the back. Seven. Separating 12th and 13th. We're with Billy again. Billy's back in the pits. We will have a setting hit the main league that forces people to pull over to the side and stop in the quali before they exit out. Just want to have a nice broadcast. We've been doing liveries, getting a livery pack sorted out. So once all of these guys get through, they will be either choosing a car, the existing FPR pack. We're using the 2020 pack this year, just because we're going with a little bit more of a default setup, limiting the number of items that can change to help everyone. To set up. Setting these cars up with full setup can be time consuming, so trying to make it a little bit easier for the team, for the drivers, competitors, to keep that feel there for the whole year. Because as we said, we want to keep a very good broadcast for you throughout the year. Alan's about 800ths on that last time that he did, which is great for him. But it's put 30 down in 13th. Going through the top 10, we have Mark Young on a 59.5. He hasn't, on 59.585. He hasn't bettered that. Kresner, then Billy, then Artie, then Matter. Oh, that's close between those guys, but maybe Matter's just taking it easy and considering that he's qualified. Addy joined us last year for the first time, where Matter tends to race with us quite a lot, and also attends our GT3 league, which this year I think it's 17 rounds. Oh, bit of a slip up there from 30. Brakes locked. Yeah, the GT3 league is 17 rounds. going for the whole year. Going to be on Thursday nights. You can find more information about that on our Discord channel, which you can just search for Down Under Space Series, and you'll find our Discord channel, and you can see all the different elements there around the different calendars underneath the different sections. So then we've got Gigi in 6th, Fikri in 7th, Steve Dunn, good old Dunny, in 8th, and he is, he would be 50.1. Then with Rizal, another of our Indonesian friends, Ashley Kitchi, which we're glad to have joining us, as we are with everyone. Then Christensen Julius, then Ferdy. Oh, and then Mr. Lansdowne. It is close at the back with the 1.8 behind Mark for Ferdy and a 1.96 for Mr. Lansdowne. Don't want anyone to not be there, but you know, having raced with Alan a bit over the years, really hoping he can squeeze it in there and get in there with us. As we now go up and back to Mr. L, Mr. Lansdowne. Done a 51.913, so it doesn't look like he's bettered his time. He did a green sector 3, so he can get it happening. Goes around the hairpin, looks pretty clean, but an orange sector. Another orange sector. Another green sector. Just got to put them together. Ooh, battle for 10th. Pops up. Come on, Big L, you can pull this out. See there the Gamer Fuel signs. Gamer Fuel being Goggy brought to our league, where we can get sponsorship. We're very grateful for it because it helps us with all of our broadcasts and bits and pieces and the trophies at the end of the season. So if you are interested in providing some sponsorship with us, doesn't necessarily need to be in money. If we've got prizes and things like that, which make it good for the guys that are racing, that's appreciated as well. And so, similarly, our friend Peter Batunen from Servers Australia kindly sponsored us with the servers, the fantastic servers that we use. There's my car from last year. Who's in that? Christensen. That's the Servers Australia car, which I was sponsored. Am sponsored with, and they kindly provide the hosting for us, as well as the naming rights on the league itself. So very good. Oh, Mr. Lansdowne has jumped up into 12th. Can't see that. 1.7. So he's about 6/100ths. Faster than 30 at the moment. It is close at the back end. We've got Mr. Dunn out in the skid lid racing. This is his livery from last year. It's updated for this year, so looking forward to seeing that out on track. Oh, oversteer coming out of that corner. It's unfortunate. Yeah, so additionally to this, the drivers that can't make all of the sessions, or if they don't qualify for the V8s, they will be in our Super 2 series. And our Super 2 calendar, we're going to be clicking off with a non-championship round on the 22nd of February, which will be at Malala. I think that's how you say it, Malala, something like that anyway, in South Australia. So that's a non-championship round, 22nd of February. More people are allowed to come and register. We won't be doing pit stops later on, but the numbers are a lot less at the present time in regards to that. So if you're interested in having a go, having a crack at it, you're more than welcome to come and join us. And again, you can find more information on Discord under the Down Under series. If you do go to our website, which is down under -series.com, there is a link, or you can find us on Facebook. There is got the R Factor 2 Down Under series RF2 DUS group page. It's a public group, you can join it and you can get updates or ask questions there, but we are moving over to Discord to handle all of the race stuff and keep everyone up to date on the actual race stuff. But there's 8 rounds plus the non-championship round for the Super 2s, all the way from 29th of March to 25th of October, as we're 1 minute away into qualifying. And we have Billy up in first with a 59.5.1, and Mark's in second, Kresna in third, Artie in fourth, Fikri fifth, Steve Dunn in sixth, Ashley Kutchi in seventh, Mata in eighth, Gigi in ninth, Rizal in 10th, Christensen in 11th, Alan Lansdown in 12th, and Ferdy at the moment in 13th. "25 seconds to go." As Kresna's putting in another one. See, doesn't matter where you are, but everyone is keen to get out there and get into the #1 position, as qualifying has just finished and Kresna's having some fun on the back corner. Okay, so just to run through that again for everyone, it's Billy in first, Mark Young in second, Kresna third, Addy fourth, Fikri fifth, Steve Dunn in sixth, Ashley Kutchi in seventh, Rizal in eighth, Mata in ninth, Gigi in 10th, Christensen in 11th, Alan in 12th, Ferdy in 13th, and Imam didn't actually leave the pits, so he's showing up under Chris. So maybe he just came along to have a bit of a watch and see what was going on. But thank you very much to everyone who's joined us. Thank you to Chris for organising the broadcast tonight and getting this track up and running for the qualifying. Thank you to all of our drivers, greatly appreciated. And I will leave you there.